Okay guys, today I'm gonna talk here about one thing. That's one question that I receive a lot, like when I'm traveling for seminars or at school with the students. What should I work more, on guard or on passing? Guys, that's a great question, because many people, their style is more like passing the guard, other people, their style is more like playing guard. But guys, if I had to pick one that I have to work more, I would suggest work a little bit more on guard than passing, and I'm gonna explain why. Guys, if you only work on passing, you can develop the best passing game in the world, but I can promise you that you're gonna compete someday, and at least once in one tournament you're gonna get swept. And then if you get swept and if you don't have a good guard, you are in huge trouble. So when you play a lot on doing guard, probably you're gonna develop a good guard game. And if you develop a good guard game, you're gonna get sweeps in the training. And if you get sweep in the training, you're gonna end up working on your passing as well. So I believe that if you work on your guard, you have the chance to work on both. You're gonna work on your guard and you're gonna work on your passing. But if you focus only on your passing, there is a chance that you develop a great passing game and you never end up on borrowing the training. So that's why I always suggest, like, if you have to pick one, work a little bit more on guard than passing. In my case, for example, I focus way more on my game on guard than on passing. Pretty much every row I pull guard. Even though I never had like a standing background, I never had judo, I never had wrestling. So I focus way more on guard than passing. But then what happened was, I got to develop a good guard game, and then I was getting a bunch of sweeps in the training, and because I was getting the sweeps, I was also working on my passing game, and then I got to develop like a good passing too. So I believe that if you work on guard, you're gonna have the choice to sweep and then work on your passing. If you only work on your passing game, you're probably gonna only work on your passing game, because you're gonna pass the guy's guard, you're gonna go to the mount, and you're not gonna end up on borrow. So of course you will once in a while, but it's gonna be way more on top than on borrow. So if I was you, I would focus a little more on guard. It doesn't mean that you gotta call every row to the guard, but I would try at least like every other row start sitting and pull guard. That's what I would try to do, just because what I explained. Guard, you develop your guard, and then you get a sweep, you develop your passing. If you only develop your passing game, huge chance that you're never gonna play on borrow. And guys, believe me on me, if you compete a lot, I promise you're gonna get swept sooner or later. I have seen like the best passing guys in the world, like Roger, Rodolfo, Jacaré. I have seen they get swept a few times for other opponents. So sooner or later, you're always gonna get swept. So you gotta have a good guard game as well. So try to work on both, but I would focus a little more on the guard game. If I had to pick like which one I would work 51% and the other one 49%, would be guard 51% and passing 49%. And just like a analogy here. So guys, I hope it helps you guys. And yeah, that's my tip. I focus way more on guard. My guard got like good enough. I got a bunch of sweeps in the training, and my passing improved a lot as well, because I was able to sweep and then end up on top and start working on the passing. So those guys, thank you.